Hello everyone, my name is Shaskya Ramadhina Widyartha and I am a student majoring in psychology from Binus University, and I am now one of the awardees of the Indonesian International Student Mobility Course or IISMA program here in the University of Sussex. And I took 4 modules here which are majoring in education, international development, anthropology, and of course psychology. So to know more about my journey here, please check this video out. Thank you. Hello, back again. Unfortunately, we have to leave Brighton and University of Sussex back in December 2021, but I had a lot of fun for those past 4 months. And let me tell you a story about my journey in IISMA from the pre-departure to what I've learned in IISMA. So first of all, let me show you a very cool merchandise from the University of Sussex, which I'm currently wearing. So let's move on to the real story. I got the information about the IISMA program back in April 2021, and after lots of discussions with my parents and also my lecturers, I decided to apply for this program. But because of the registration period, which is very short, even though I've also applied for IELTS tests, I decided to apply it with the Duolingo English test because of the registration period, which is very short. So once I got the result and I've collected all the documents for the application, I decided to apply and answer all the essay questions. And it took me about 3 days to answer all of it. And after waiting for about 1 to 2 weeks, alhamdulillah, I've got the result and I am indeed accepted in the University of Sussex. So the preparation began. We have to do medical checkups for the visa application, and also I have to prepare for all the clothings, like buying winter clothes because we will experience winter. And also, of course, I didn't forget to bring all the Indonesian foods that I'll miss, like the essential foods, like Indomie, for example. So after lots of preparation for about 2.5 months, finally we got to depart in 17th of September 2021. So because I've always wanted to go to the UK since I was a kid, arriving in the London Heathrow Airport is such a dream. But due to the COVID, we can't do anything spectacular there, like for example taking group pictures, because we are directed directly to the bus to take us to the hotels for a 10-day quarantine. But because of the check-in, check-out time, in total, I guess we got to do a 12-day quarantine. But it's not a very hard time for me because personally I enjoy a time for myself. And also I got to spend it to catch up with my friends and families back home, tell them my stories in the quarantine, my stories for the departure. And also I got to spend some time to get to know my IISMA friends in the University of Sussex, and also Sussex provided us with quite a few of interesting activities online. So it is such a good time to settle our jet lagged and a very well spent time for us to take a rest. As I mentioned before, I've decided to take 4 modules here. And because I'm majoring in psychology, I've decided to choose social cognitive development, which is under the School of Psychology. And because I have lots of interest in cultures and education and the development of the children in the world, I've decided to choose global cultures localized, social change culture in development, and also education in development. I don't actually find anything that significantly different with my university back home, because in Binus University, my home university, we also have classes for discussions like what University of Sussex had. So it doesn't have a significant difference. But the different thing is the discussion that happened in the University of Sussex classes is more intense, and the discussions flow more freely between the lecturer and the students. So we got more insights from the opinions of the students, of course. And also the most different thing that I've noticed is that the students in the University of Sussex loves to read. That is the most significant thing. Because back home, in at least in my own university, um, students read to answer assignments or to do the test. But in the University of Sussex, they read to learn, they read to gain knowledge. And as a bonus for that, they got to answer their assignment questions from their knowledge they got from their readings. So the situation is quite contradictory. Also, for the tips, if you want to get a good score, for me at least, I also applied this back home in my own university, in my home university. You have to pay attention to the materials discussed, to the lectures, to the topics in the screen, for example. And also avoid using your cellular phone in the class for any unnecessary occasions involved in the discussions happening in class, so you got more insights from the other students and also lecturers, and also the opinions you stated will got feedback from the others, so we will know that whether it is a wrong or right opinion about the current issue. And also take notes. Personally, for me, I love to take notes by handwriting because we got to paraphrase what we learn in the class, and when we paraphrase, our brain will process the information that we got and we'll write it in our own words. By then, we got more information stored in our brain. Also, I got a very interesting experience that I got to share with you. Also, I guess this is one of the most unforgettable experience that I experienced back then. So we got to share about Indonesia as a whole country in the University of Sussex. We got to do an Indonesian youth fair, and we got to share the foods, the language, the cultures of Indonesia, and of course, the interesting games about Indonesia. Unfortunately, there are lots of students who participated in this event, and we got lots of beautiful feedbacks from them. And they stated that they love our foods, they love our culture, they loved our nature, of course, and they also love to learn our language. So that is one of the most memorable memories I've got. So in recap, I don't regret a single thing about my experience back in the University of Sussex, Brighton, because I can't be where I am now without those experiences, of course. I learned a lot from this program. I've changed to become a more independent person, and I know and I discovered that I can live independently even though I'm miles away from my parents. And the most valuable thing that I've learned from this program is that you don't have to buy your parents houses or you don't have to give them thousands of dollars, but just be yourself and achieve what's best in your academic life. You will see that biggest smile on their faces. And once they stated that they're proud of you, that's the main thing. That's the main thing that you'll achieve in your life. For me, at least. And I hope that my journey can be impactful. And I got to share this, and I will gladly share this experience to at least my juniors in Psychology Binus University so that they can gain their own precious experiences once they join the IISMA program. And hopefully, the IISMA students will bring lots of impacts to the country. At least one example is that reading behaviors of the student in Indonesia will increase. And by then, the literacy rate of this country will increase and will hopefully affect to the education level in Indonesia and become one of the best in at least Southeast Asia. Lastly, I would like to thank Kemendikbudristek Dikti for establishing this very excellent program, and all the people behind the Indonesian International Student Mobility Award in 2021 for doing your best in this program. To my families, to my IISMA families also in the University of Sussex, I'll cherish every single moment, and I'm grateful for every single moment that we've spent back in my second home, back in our second home in the University of Sussex, Brighton. And I will be forever grateful for this journey and be thankful for that. At last, I would like to say, be bold to go abroad. Shaskya Ramadhina Widyartha signing out. Thank you.